Here comes Cabrera, and he scores!
A young and up-and-coming pitcher learn from this. Don't turn your back to home plate when there is a base runner on third base. The Padres' Everett Cabrera took advantage with this audacious thieving of home plate last night. Then what would be the game-winning run scored on that throwing error, as you just saw. Yeah, that's not something you want to see every day. Now, speaking of baseball, the hometown boys closed out their current homestand tonight against New Orleans. Let's just say the Redhawks did it in style. OKC placed a 12-3 knot on the Zephyrs' head. The Redhawks head to Omaha tomorrow. Now, since it's a slow summer day, let's begin with the Thunder. Of course, it's never a bad time to talk about the Thunder, right? Yeah, good Sunday to you. Since Summer League wrapped up for the good guys in Orlando, Florida, what now? Well, let's quickly reflect on the Orlando experience. Soon-to-be second-year guard Reggie Jackson was phenomenal, averaging over 15 points per game. Now all the attention now focuses on the Big Three and their upcoming trip to London. Durant, Westbrook, and the bearded one are all part of the United States Olympic team. Now the team is still a work in progress as they prepare to head to London soon. As for the current state of Team USA, here's KD.
We're so versatile. We can do a lot on both ends of the floor. But we got to do a better job of rebounding and getting out and running. So if we get stops and we get rebounds, then, in transition, we're one of the best teams in the world.
KD and the red, white, and blue will face off against Brazil tomorrow in our nation's capital. After that, they will fly over the Big Pond for some pre-Olympic games. Now, one would think a world-class Olympic athlete would have to stick to a stingy, sugar-free, and fat-free diet. At least that's what I thought until we met up with two members of the USA men's gymnastics team yesterday in Edmond, Steve Legendre and Jake Dalton. Both have ties to OU and the gymnastics program. In fact, 5 members of the 8-man team, including Legendre and Dalton, have OU ties. Anyways, Steven and Jake both admitted yesterday, listen to this, they made a stop at Brahms yesterday to down some of Oklahoma's finest treats. Now, their college coach said he's not too concerned about it.
They do okay, luckily they work really hard and burn a lot of calories no matter what they are.
Oh, if only I could have their metabolism. You know what will take place 1 week from tomorrow? Big 12 football media days in Dallas, one of my favorite trips of the year. Now, you should be happy as well because a little more than a week later, the preseason camps begin. Now, representing the Sooners in Dallas will be Landry Jones, DeMontre Hurst, and Ben Hayburn. Meanwhile, Lane Taylor, Joseph Randall, and the pride of Tuttle, Cooper Bassett, will make the trip for the defending Big 12 champs. Now, speaking of, the Cowboys paid a visit to the Children's Hospital earlier this week to place some well-deserved smiles on the faces of these youngins. Beforehand, the Pokes were smiling about getting back to work.
Man, I can't wait. Coach Glass, he's working us hard, and, the sooner we get into those pads, the better. It's a whole different team. We don't have Rashidi, Jamie, all them guys that we had last year, so we can't dwell on the past. We got to just look into the future.
All right, earlier today I asked the Twitter world how anxious they are for the college football season to kick off and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest. Here are some of the responses from some of the loyal Channel of Champs viewers. Whoa, Travis Cloudy, a 10 with a hook 'em horns in Oklahoma. All right. Then there's Scott and Kelly who are anxious and they forgot that 10 was the highest. How about Ryan Fletcher, a random 48 but loves his Wolverines. Much love to you all.
This is Matt Donovan, first NHL Oklahoma-born player. My dad makes me watch Clinch's clips all the time, so you guys better watch them coming up next.
And that was one fine American intro right there. Now we'll begin with the race of the week, and this comes from this young man taking on Danny Amendola at Sam Bradford's football camp. Check out the sweet feet. Now the obstacle of the week has to be the nails, which you cannot see, which all of these Tour de France bikers ran over and received plenty of flats. That's not cool. Now the marksman of the week is Brandon Weeden, the former OSU quarterback. This comes from a scene from ESPN Sports Science where Weeden nails clay pigeons. Unbelievable. And those are Clinch's clips for this week.